Hi friends, welcome to another weekly edition of the Quick Tip videos brought to you by dataplatformcentral.com. In this week, we are going to present before you a new enhancement which got introduced in the latest, that is the November 2021 update of Power BI. This new enhancement is a visual which is called as the Scorecard visual. This visual enables us to integrate the goals which we have set inside Power BI service to the Power BI reports. Goals has been a very interesting feature which has been there in Power BI service for quite a long time. Goals enables us to track the progress of our KPIs against a target, and based on the progress we can set the status for the goals so that it becomes imperative to the user on whether we are meeting the target or we are falling behind. Now Power BI is going one step ahead and is allowing you to integrate these goals inside your reports by using this new visual known as the Scorecard visual. This enables you to analyze the goals from within your Power BI reports itself instead of going back to the service and checking. And as with the normal goals, you can set data alerts through which you can notify the users for the changes in the status of your goals, as well as you can set it to a Power Automate flow for doing any further processing based on the goal status changes. So all that still remains as it is. In addition, you have the advantage of integrating the goals to your Power BI reports. So let's see a quick demo of how we can set up this new visual called Scorecard visual and how we can connect it to existing goal, as well as how we can create a new goal from within this visual. Now let's start up the demo by opening a Power BI report which I have connected to my local instance of SQL Server, where I have a clone of AdventureWorks database. I've added few tables from within AdventureWorks database like brands, categories, products, stocks, the orders and the order items. And I have added a very simple matrix which shows the breakdown of sales amount, the discount and the stock quantity based on the different brands. So I have this report currently in place. Now what I am going to do is I am going to publish this report to the service and I am going to create goals on top of this. And finally I will be adding the new Scorecard visual which will connect to the goals which I have set inside my Power BI service. So let's see how we can do that. So the first step is, after creating the report, just save the report and click on publish so as to publish it to my service. And I have different workspaces inside my service. I'm going to create a new workspace for this particular demonstration. So let me go back to my service. This is my service and I'm going to create a new workspace. So go to workspaces, click create a new workspace, and let's name this workspace as Scorecard example. So because that's what we are going to do. So Scorecard demo workspace. So Scorecard demo WS. And I'm clicking on save. So this workspace will now get created. There is no items inside this workspace currently, but I'll be deploying my new report inside this. So let's go back to the Power BI desktop and let's click on publish, and it will show the new workspace also, Scorecard demo workspace. I'm going to select that. So once this report gets published, you can go to the workspace and see this report in a read only mode, and from within workspace you can then edit and add any additional things inside that. So now that the report has been published, let's go back to the service and we can just refresh it and see the new report. So you can see the new report and the associated data set now. Now we need to create a goal corresponding to this. So let's go to the goals first, and I'm going to create a new goal. So you can click on new scorecard, and inside the new scorecard we are going to add this scorecard demo. So this is the new scorecard that we are going to create. Inside that we are going to add a new goal. So we are going to add that goal as stock quantity, and we can either enter a constant value or we can connect to a data source. Here we are going to connect to a data source. So we have this report here, the updated version, and we are going to connect to that, and it will show you the glimpse of the report, inside which you can now determine which data point or data entity inside the report you want to track using this goal. So we are going to track the stock quantity. This is what we are going to connect. So automatically it will add the current stock quantity inside that, and now we need to set a target value. So what you can do, you can either connect to a data or you can set a static target. So for the time being I am setting a static target as 10k, and you can set a status on that. So you can set that either it's not started, or you can set it based on a rule. So the best thing for you would be to set up a rule so as to have this tracking. So what you can do is, if it is less than 10% of target, then you will set that it is behind. And if it's less than 40%, you will set it as at risk. And if it is greater than or equal to the target, 100% of the target, then that means it's on track. So you can set something like this. So what will happen is that every time when you track it, it will compare the value against the target, and if the value is found to be within one of these conditions, it will show the value accordingly. Once you've saved this, you can see the current status of your goal, which is currently on track because it is above the target that you have set. That was the rule that we set. So like this, we can set a rule for our goals, and also we can set a tracking frequency. So if you go to the update rules, you can go to the settings and you can set a tracking cycle as well, whether you want to track it daily, weekly, monthly, etc. And every time you want to force refresh, you can force refresh as well, in case you want to see the latest status of a particular goal. The data behind it will be refreshed and the result will be shown inside your goal. So now that you have created a goal, now the next step for us is to go to the report and enhance the report to add this scorecard visual. So let's go back to the deployed report. So this is the deployed report. Let's open the report and we need to edit it. So click on edit, and you can see this new visual which has that trophy icon. This is called the scorecard visual. So click on scorecard visual, and you can see that immediately the visual opens up nicely for you. And inside that you will have two options. One is create new scorecard or connect to an existing scorecard. So let's click on connect to an existing scorecard, and we already have this scorecard demo that we have created. So let's connect to that, and it will automatically show the goal which is inside that. So once you connect it, if you want to further edit it, you can edit it inside from within your visual itself, or if you just want to save it, you can just save it. If you want to add a new goal here also, that is also possible. And then when you click on read mode, you can see what will be the way in which you can see that goal inside your report. So if you want to replace it, even that is also possible. You want to replace with another scorecard, that is also possible. So now that you have added it, when you expand it, you can see the name of the scorecard, which is scorecard demo. You can change it if you want, and also the different goals inside that it will be listed. So currently there is only a single goal that is listed, which is the goal that we created in advance. Now if you want to add a new goal to that, you can always edit this, click on the new goal. Again, you can name the new goal. Let's name it like discount, and just connect to the data. Again, let's connect to the same report. Next, and you can see the discount being shown here. So you can click on that, and it will automatically show you the sales discount value. You can click on connect, and you can set a target for this. So currently it is 265k. So what you need to do is, like, you can set like say 300k, just any value, or if you want it to be driven from a column also, that is also possible. Here I am setting a manual field, and if you can set up a rule for this. So what would be the rule? If the value is greater than 100% of target, means it is at risk. You should not give a discount more than that. Now you need to add a new value, and you are setting it is less than, equal to, or maybe you can set like is greater than or equal to 75% of target. Then you will put it like behind, and then we will add a new rule which is greater than or equal to, let's say 90%. Let's make it 75% here, and let's make it 90% of target, then it will be on track. So based on these rules, it will then calculate it. And again, if you want, you can set further settings for that. Inside that you can save it, and once you save it, you can then set the tracking frequency as well. You can go to the rules, and you can, in the settings, you can see what is the cycle. So you want to set it, say this is a discount, so you can say like say daily you need to track it, and you can click on force the refresh if you want to refresh it. And based on the current status, this shows it as behind, because currently it is only 265 and your target was 300. So it depends on the data entity as well. For some cases it should be above the target for it to be met. Some cases it should be below the target. For example, if it's like a loss, then you will set it below a target, so the loss should be below 30% maybe. or in some cases it will be above a target, like the sales achieved is an example. So it depends on your scenario. So based on that, you need to set these rules when you are defining your goals. So now as you see, you have created 2 goals from within your scorecard visual. Now if you go back to the report, you can just see this scorecard visual. You will get a summary of the scorecard visual on the top, like how many goals in total, how many of them are on track, how many of them are behind, how many of them are at risk. So you can click on that and to get the details of that particular goal in case it has lots of goals. So that is also possible. So as we saw, you created a scorecard visual, and from that scorecard visual you connected to an existing goal as well as to a new goal that you created from within the visual. Now let's see what happens when we add some data to this backend table and see how the status changes. So we have added some more data to the backend tables. Now let's see, and refreshing the goals, what happens when the status of the goal changes. So now that we have more data, of course it will have now crossed the target. Now let's see how it compares against the target that we have set, and whether it is able to change the status of the goal accordingly. So now that you added the data, let's go back to the Power BI service, and inside the service the first thing is like, let's go and refresh the report dataset. So let's go, this is the dataset and we need a data gateway for that. So we have set up a data gateway for refreshing the dataset. So let's now go to the dataset and we can go to the settings to make sure that the data gateway is correctly set. So the connection to the gateway is now successful. So what we need to do is like, we need to go back and just map the dataset to the gateway. So just go to the settings, go to the gateway connection. So let's add it to the gateway. So the connection is now successful. It's running and it will map to the data source that we have created. So now the gateway is now connected. Let's now go back and refresh the dataset. So now if you refresh it, it should get refreshed successfully, and automatically the goals will accordingly change, because the goal depends on the report and the report depends on this dataset. So once the dataset gets refreshed, the report will also get refreshed. Correspondingly, the goals will get the corresponding data from the report and update it. So it's done, I guess. So if you go to the settings, you'll be able to see the data refresh. So I think the refresh has happened. So what you can do is like, now you can go back to the report, and what you can do is you can now refresh the scorecard as well. So as you see, now the status of that second goal has changed to on track. This is because the discount got increased to 265, which is as per our role within the 80% of the target, which is what we set for on track. So now the status has changed to on track. So this shows how the status of the goal gets changed in runtime as you refresh the data. So based on the data, every time during the refresh, depending on your tracking frequency, whether it is daily, weekly, etc., goals will also be getting refreshed, and they will compare against the latest figure and they will show the status accordingly. Hope this quick demo helped you to understand how we can make use of this new scorecard visual to link to an existing goal or create new goals inside your Power BI workspace. Once you create these goals and link it using the scorecard visual, the same goals can be seen inside your Power BI reports, and as and when your dataset gets refreshed, the corresponding goals will also get refreshed, and based on the tracking frequency you set inside the goal, the changes will be visible inside the Power BI visuals itself. So this makes it very handy for you to analyze your goals along with other visuals which are inside your report. As usual, keep sending your feedback and let me know your comments on these videos. Feel free to follow my channel for getting useful tips like this on Power Platform as well as on Azure Data Platform. Click on the bell icon to get notifications. Meet you all soon with another useful quick tip next week. Till then, thanks for your time.